Hey guys, Tower Climber here, and today I'm bringing you guys another Tower God reaction video. And this will be Tower God Season 2, Episode 3. Um, Sorry it's coming out a little late than normal. I haven't had much time to myself lately, but now I do, and I will be glad to bring this to you. I don't really have much to say that I didn't say last week, so yeah, let's just start this right away. Oh, also, before we start this, I did put a voice filter on this because I felt it a little weird that there was no audio last time, so just my voice. But tell me how you guys like it. If you don't like it, then I'll take it off and we'll just keep doing it like we did last week. Um, if not, then I'll keep it on and that's it. Or maybe modify it a little bit. It's fine either way. So yeah, let's start episode 3 of Tower God. I'm pretty excited about this because I want to know what they've changed or what if they altered any scenes. 'Cause this is the scene? I think this is the scene right before they go to the. Oh no, this is the card scene. Was this after the? Was that? I don't remember. Some of you guys have to clear up my memory because it's been a long time since I reread season 2, like the beginning, full beginning of season 2. Some of you guys in the comments are gonna have to remind me. Was that scene? I'm pretty sure they found the cards and started playing with everyone else after the whole bathtub scenes. So it was after that. And I still don't know if they fully cut out those bad scenes, which again, if they did, that's gonna be like I think a really bad thing to do. But let's keep going. I don't know yet. This scene is the one that we ended off last last episode, and I was really wanted like a continuation because I think this scene does what really good for the character of Love. So let's keep going. Yeah, you can't just take actions like that. I don't know. That's the only thing we're gonna see with that. Which is it was fine, but the problem about it is that they had a way more actual conversation in the story, and the character, his name is Augustus. I'm not gonna spoil anything other than probably character names that we haven't found out yet. But yeah, in the webtoon, he's a lot more covered in shadows, and it's still like repeating, love repeating, he refuses and all that stuff. And it is at the end played as a comedic scene, but I don't know. Let's keep going. It feels like we're transitioning. That's that's first off, that line is straight from the webtoon, completely. Although she's a lot less direct about what he would want, and he just assumes that she's thinking about her body, which she was, but it was a little less direct in that way. But the thing that I found funny is because there was like a whole controversy last episode because of Iwa and the whole animation stuff, which I didn't find. I found weird, but at the same time, it's like one scene and that's it. I didn't think much of it, but I know Dr. Bone had talked about that a lot. Makes sense. Iwa is his favorite character and stuff like that. We did see a little bit of the flames in the trailer, which I really liked actually, how they made the flames not look like fire, but more pink. Stranger Danger. Stranger Danger's character. Yeah, figure it out, Art Raptor. I love Art Raptor so much. Mm. I know they're making a lot of scenes shorter and cutting out stuff, just like they did in the first season. I knew that was going to be what was going to happen, because of the nature of how this it works. The thing about it is that I really hope they don't cut out, because it seems like they've already cut out the whole massage part with Arc Raptor and Horyang. It feels like they've already skipped over the bath scene with all the characters involved and just went straight to the Jihad ring with Wangnan. It feels like they've skipped over a lot of stuff. And one thing I really, really, really hope they don't skip over is the whole Arc Raptor stuff. If somebody's new to the channel, Arc Raptor is one of my favorite characters. And some of these scenes from season 2 are what made him my favorite character. So I really hope they don't skip over a lot of the scenes with him and other characters, because it's gonna make him way less of an actual character in the story. Although I do like the added effect that he said don't actually eat the candies. I do like that. Because he doesn't say that in the webtoon. He just says to be careful around her. But he didn't say not to eat the candies. You don't know what's in those. I like that little detail aspect of it. This scene. I do like this scene a lot, actually. But let's see. Oh, they really skipped this? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Let's see. Really? Okay. Really? That's so interesting. Okay, first, it seems like they're cutting this scene like a lot. The thing about it is that in this scene in the webtoon, it was like a whole like card game thing. They obviously didn't go into detail of the card games. The cards themselves were like jokes and stuff like that put in by the author. There's a lot of comedic and moments that bring these group of people together, like Horyang, the guy with the wing, is teamed up with Arc Raptor, and Arc Raptor was mad at him because he kept giving the game away because of his wing that kept changing, and he couldn't really control that, so he kept spoiling people and being like, oh yeah, we know what you have in your hand because of that. And that was already a comedic. Then he switched with the girl, Misang, and then it became like this cute bonding moment between the two. But now both of them are left the scene, so they probably don't come back. Second, this conversation they're about to get into with Goseng and all of them was actually just a conversation between Goseng and Wangnan outside after the game concluded. And it was a very emotional, powerful scene because they were looking at the ceiling on the floor and just being like, why does this tower do this? Imagine if we can all live together in peace and forget about the tower. And how great would that be? I don't know what's happening. I don't know why they're changing and removing so many scenes. I think they just want to. The problem, I think, is that they're afraid that the character moments in Tower God are going to get in the way of like the hype stuff. But the thing is that you can't have the hype stuff without the character moments, because then we don't care about the characters. We don't care about these people, and there's no stakes at that point. So I'm already starting this a little negatively already. I did hear from some people that this episode was not the best. But let's keep watching. Maybe the second half and the rest of the episode will pick up. Yeah, they spliced that together with like so many other scenes for faster pacing and to get to this event faster, which I don't know if I like actually. I feel like they could have dedicated this episode to all the character stuff, and then episode 4 and 5 to this test, like it should have been. The Trustworthy room. Yeah, it just seems very okay. Although I do like how they're using this that's basically explained. I think they're doing a fine job of the explanation and the visualization for it. I think it has to be that, like, no graphics or like the most complex graphics. 部屋の受け渡し方はリモコンの1番に受け取る側のコネクター、2番にまた注意点としてリモコンを持って部屋を出ないこと、部屋には必ずチームの1人はいること、6つ目に確保する部屋は必ず608号室であることです。え、それって私の部屋？そうやって。Yeah, so the rules are staying the same and everything is obviously staying the same, which there you go. That's the least that I would expect from this, right? I do like Love's voice actor a lot, especially when he gets serious. I like it. So because of this scene that's happening, that she's staying behind, I hope there's a scene that they keep between two certain characters. Hopefully. Because they've already cut out so much of the other stuff. That's a good line. I love that line from the webtoon. It shows Bomb's mindset right now because of everything that's happened. I really do like her flames, the effect they have. That's an interesting way that they animated that. That is very interesting. So, for anime onlys and for obviously for webtoon readers, whichever one, that was the same move that Quant did in season 1, or supposed to be, basically, where he stops Shinsu, and then it's just them frozen because of that. So first off, that scene played a lot very differently from the webtoon, except for like the Yeon and Viol thing, like when she tried to attack him and she froze her and her Shinsu, and then he got away. The difference is that the prince, the purple hair guy, didn't just come in like that, like casually, he speared the door open with his needle, grabbed the remote, and locked the door behind. And then Bial froze him, and then he just left and all that stuff. But the way that they're having it done is really strange and shouldn't. First, it doesn't even line up with how they did it in season one, which I know that's a different art styles, but I feel like they shouldn't have changed it that much. I thought the effect in season one was fine enough, and it gives you context that it's still bomb and something that he learned from season one. But this makes it feel a lot like he's stopping time for everyone or something, and like something out of JoJo or Dio or something like that. It's really weird, and I don't like it a lot actually. The way it's done, it was cool at first because it was just like an impact frame, and it stopped the flames and all that stuff. But then the second time they used it, it was really strange. It just seemed like he was stopping time. It's really weird. Okay, so this is the scene? Okay. Or no.
外は任せる。ああ、マナが心配だろう。マナを娘に照らし合わせてるんだろう。悪いが、俺はそんなバカじゃない。バカだとしても、やるべきことがあるならやるべきだ。
I like how they kept this conversation, but at the same time, and they're keeping it pretty same, but because but let me just, before it ends, I want to say the thing is that this scene first doesn't mean much between these two characters because all we've seen them do is fight and not actually have a conversation before, like in the webtoon. And second, it's just very forced in, I think, because of the way that the other scenes were handled and just kind of deleted from the anime. So yeah, let's keep going. I do like that conversation though, but again, it loses context. Very okay. Mm. Sorry, the voice acting made me laugh, but it's this is the scene I was talking about earlier. Mm. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, sorry. I had to pause it right there again. They cut that way too soon. Some people told me, some of my friends who watch Tower God and read Tower God and all that stuff, they told me before I started doing this that this episode I probably personally wouldn't like. And I was confused. But then I remember what happened last episode where they cut a lot of scenes, and I was like, that's very interesting, but I hope they keep it in the next one. And maybe they just jumbled up the scenes around. But now I see why. Again, Arkraptor is one of my favorite characters, and these scenes are like the point of his character. What they cut out the scene was that they started playing a game to make her less scared, Miseng. And it shows a lot of like, even though he's hot-headed and even though he's like a very much of like somewhat of a punk, he's still somebody who had a daughter. He's still somebody who cares for children and sees Miseng as some type of person that he would want to protect, because he would think it's unfair that this tower brought her in. And he shows his caring nature by staying by her side. And then this person comes and does all that stuff, and then Arc Raptor saves Miseng in a very cool fashion. But the way they're doing it, I don't think actually gives justice to the character or the actual webtoon itself.
なんでもねちょっと待ってろ
待ってあなたと戦う気はないのして襲いかかるのはどう
やっぱりてめえもクズか不幸なガキを減らしたいなんて語るやつがそんな豪勢な指
後悔すんじゃないよ
The way they animate this character, although, well, sorry, I'm gonna go back, obviously, because I was talking during it. The way they animate this character, the Hag, as Arc Raptor calls her, is very simplistic. And it was simplistic, of course, in the webtoon, but it's like, it seems like they're not even trying. And again, that's really upsetting. But because she's supposed to be a foil to Arc Raptor and to these scenes, so I don't know why they're not giving it at least some type of grace in the way they're doing it. That okay, yeah. So now it ended. I'm just gonna talk about it very fast. Don't like it. Don't like that scene at all. The way they did it here. I mean, it was cool that he stabbed through her fist instead of just like her open palm or something. And he still did the thing he did in the webtoon, like shut up or the kid will hear you. But he did that. The way he did that, they didn't pan back to Miseng actually hearing what happened. The whole point of that is that he palmed her so hard that she couldn't actually hear anything that happened, and that's it. And it's a very badass and amazing scene that they just didn't do justice, and I'm very upset about it.
仲間として受け入れてくれてもいいし、受け入れなくてもいい。任せるよ。私、本当は今回で諦めようと思ってた。でもあんたと出会って気が変わった。
I very much think that a lot of these scenes, they also are taking away a lot of the comedic stuff, which actually takes away from the characters in the scene. Oh, did he not kill her in the original? I don't think. Oh, by the way, it's a cute little Easter egg. They were playing the game I just said. The final, it was the final letter or something, and then they had to make a word from the final letter in the beginning letter. You know, that kind of type of game. They were just playing it right there, but it was like a big extended scene in the original, and they just cut it. So it doesn't really take away from my non-enjoyment of that scene, I guess, if you would say. That's also a really weird transition. It's like a lightning transition. That was really weird. Well, you can't really see his eyes that much. I wonder how they're going to do this. I really wonder, because I feel like these characters are very weird in the original, like super weird. Like they come out of nowhere and they just cause havoc, but it's really weird. how they're introduced just very randomly. So that's not like an anime thing. They didn't have much scenes earlier either in the webtoon. There we go. We're learning about a new character called Karaka, who's also in Fug, and how he's given specific missions. I actually do like these shots between love. And I like how they appeared, kind of like how the observers and not the pockets appear. No, but overall, yeah, I like how I do like the angles between love and Viol and all that stuff, but everything else in the episode was just I do like that pose too. It's straight from the webtoon. It's like Love's most signature pose. I like that effect actually. Again, another scene change. And I really hope they don't have that many during this fight because this fight was really good. The problem is that he does that. He freezes the remote or the connector at least. And Love is super surprised by that because it's supposed to be a technique that no regular should really have. And he's like, he was able to stop it. How did he do that? And then it shows his power by going all the way across the room super fast before Viol could even have an inch to grab it. And then he kicked it away. But the way they showed it there, it was super fast, super brief. He stopped it and then he kicked it away. It didn't really have that much spectacle to it, even though it's supposed to be like the first moment of this big fight. So I don't like it. There you go. I forgot the names of these characters because they have names. I think they're in Tower God New World, the app game. Like, still the Shinsu effects that they have for Bomb is really cool. Yeah. That's that. I actually do like how the way they did. Wow, that came straight from the trailer, and it's really cool. Still, the way he did it. But that scene, it happens after a long stretch of time. That final scene of him saying, "Next is a strike, fog." It goes on from a stretch of a lot longer time. And it just felt like it happened like in an instant. They didn't have any reference for it. And hopefully next episode, that's the thing is that I don't like actually saying that hopefully next episode because I feel like they've already I shouldn't say that. Like I shouldn't be saying hopefully next episode or hopefully whatever. Or hopefully in episode 10 or hopefully episode 6. I would like to say this episode was great and hopefully next episode is just as great. But yeah, there's no denying that this episode is just not it. And I'll explain a little bit more in the final discussion right now. So yeah, that was episode 3 of season 2. And I apologize a lot for this reaction being very negative, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie in this channel. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie to myself. I didn't like the changes they made. I didn't like how much content they cut out. And I didn't enjoy the actual pacing, animation. It just, for me, was not a good episode. Plain and simple. If I was giving these episodes a rating, which I'm not, but I would probably give it probably a 3 or 3.5 out of 10. I didn't like it that much. And yeah, hopefully all my reasonings were explained good enough for why I didn't like it. And yeah, it was just a lot of content, not really good. And overall, yeah, not not the best episode, but I'm still going to keep watching the series. Obviously, I love Tower God, and I love, even if an episode is bad, it gives you perspective of why it's bad and compare it to the actual webtoon. It gives me a chance to say that the chapter that the episode actually came from was really good, and you should definitely go read it because it's really well written, and it has amazing character moments and amazing moments that they just completely skipped in the anime. So yeah, but that's basically going to be everything, guys. Wish you guys a wonderful day. Bye.